4 on the Fan, hour 4 of our radio program. Joe and Evan in the midday, 877-337-6666 is the phone number here for another hour. Then CMB will come your way. Chris, Maggie, and Bart. Dove Kramer, Ernie Acosta on the other side of the glass. And a great point made by my partner here. And that's that. If you notice now in the promos, they don't. Not only don't they mention us, they don't mention anybody but Mike. How about that?
Big smile.
The home of the return of Mike Francesa.
Yeah, that could
everybody else be damned.
To be fair,
it could just be for the return, potentially.
I want to see if we stay in the promos.
Yeah, because remember, we were never in it.
Right.
We entered it when Mike left.
Well, we entered it when they needed us to be in the promo.
Right.
That's when we got in.
So we'll see.
Now they don't need us in there anymore.
No, not at all.
So now they can, back us out again.
We'll see.
Yes.
Dove, do you have inside information or no?
these are ready the whole weekend.
Okay.
Nothing's been written as far as I know for next week.
So the jury's still out?
But I know that the new drops for the Yankee games will have Joe and Evan in there.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Well, there you go.
Very cool. There is exclusive information courtesy of Dove Kramer.
Hey, he's part of the new committee now. It's what do they call it again? A focus group?
There's a task force.
Task force. That's what it is.
Task force.
Yes.
Task force Dove.
Look at Ernie. Ernie's like he's lost.
Well, Ernie's very happy. It's a good time for Ernie.
Yeah.
Toll-free numbers.
Yeah, great.
Well,
Ernie's going to be double dipping, right?
I don't know. All I know is he's beat me in fantasy by a lot. I know
Are you double dipping now? Is that what's happening? Can we make that official?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Next few days will be very interesting, to say the least. But if you're just tuning in, as you heard in the promo, Mike is coming back.
Right.
Believe it, that's not a dream.
Back.
It's happening.
Yep.
Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
You're going to hear that theme song, and and we should take bets on this.
He's not going to sing it? What?
Well, we know that. Mike has always said, live from the studios of WFAN. Does he say
my own studio?
Live from my studio.
My studio.
The Mike Francesa studio.
Mike Francesa.
What do you think? You think he goes Francesa studio or just the studios of WFAN?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
That's a tough one.
FAN.
You don't think he'll say?
You don't think he's going to say it's his studio?
It is his studio, though. You don't take that away. The plaque is here. They're not taking the plaque down. By the way, can I say something completely unrelated?
Please.
So my dad, I got to watch the game with my dad yesterday, came over, and as I'm watching the game, they're doing a shot of outside of Busch Stadium. There has to be 35 statues. And
oh, my God.
All we can think about is you. It's like,
that's your father said?
Yeah, we're looking at a million statues.
They're everybody. They got everybody. They got Gibson. They got Musial. I mean, we go right on down the line. They got like Frankie Frisch, Eden Slaughter.
Everybody.
I mean, they got Ozzy. You probably got Ozzy up
sure
there.
They do.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
I'm sure they do.
And what do we got? We got Ungats.
We got busts.
Yeah. Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Can they give us a statue of Caesar?
Someday, man.
What day is that? When the new owners come in?
Yes, when the new ownership takes over. That's when it'll happen.
Look at this. Look at this on TV right now. Look at
J-Lo and A-Rod.
And A-Rod dressed like an all-white. Look at him.
By the way.
Look at the tan on A-Rod.
He looks good.
Oh, well, I mean, when hasn't he looked good?
I don't mean this as an insult at all. I'm just talking about voice. Anunwa sounded like A-Rod. Did you notice that?
No.
You didn't think of that?
No. Can he play like A-Rod?
Wow. Yeah, he was pretty good 2 years ago.
I mean, well.
Did you notice that, Ernie, or is that just me?
I did not notice that.
All right. Well, when we post it in the podcast, take a listen, everybody, and tell me if I'm nuts. I thought Quincy Anunwa just tone-wise sounded like Alex Rodriguez. Nothing else. No other similarities. Hopefully Anunwa can become a superstar like A-Rod was, but I thought they sounded a little similar, but whatever.
All right.
Toll-free number brought to you by Mohegan Sun, Connecticut. Unlimited possibilities await you at Mohegan Sun. How about this guy? Ozzy in Woodridge.
Oz. What's up, Oz?
A-Rod sounds like a nasal Muppet, if you really listen to it.
A nasal Muppet.
Nasal Muppet.
Okay.
Hey, but that's all right. J-Lo is keeping him younger than the Juice ever did, I'll tell you that.
How long do you think that's going to last? You think that lasts
It lasted longer than I thought.
I know. Well, it's way beyond the
It
over-under.
lasted longer than Mike's retirement.
Yeah, that's
Everything lasted
You know
longer
what,
than
Oz? We set you up well for that, didn't we?
He's coming back in, riding in on his white horse to
Yep.
save the station, right?
The Slump Buster.
Yeah, I hope it has a reinforced
The
saddle.
Slump Buster.
That's what
Oh, my God.
That's what he said. Yeah.
When I think of that, I don't think good things about Slump Buster.
Oh, okay.
He's
You
going
know the
to...
story with the Slump Buster.
know what
Yeah, all right, okay.
do.
I don't know. Maybe you didn't know.
No, I know.
I know.
He's gonna
I'm sorry.
He's gonna
It's
raise
okay.
the station's flump number, you know? That flump stat that you had going.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago. I remember that. Made up
Joe-
stat flump.
Yeah,
Yes.
Joe, before I get to the draft, we have a mutual amico.
And
you know
no, I have no clue. Who is it?
Frankie D from Garfield.
Oh, Frankie DiGirolamo?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. How'd you know him?
At the gym, and he was telling me how he was setting up the reunion.
Yes.
And he was in contact with you. I was like, oh, my goodness.
Yep. I might actually go to this reunion. This is one reunion I might actually go to because this is like my growing up time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
What kind of reunion is it? High school?
It's no, it's like grade school, like from
grade school,
from where I went to school, which was a Lady of Sorrows in Garfield, New Jersey, which doesn't exist anymore. And I went there from kindergarten through 6th grade.
Wow.
And I got a phone call from Frank a couple last week, I guess it was. And I actually am intrigued by this, to be very honest with you.
Yeah.
Because these are my formative years.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Before you left Garfield, a very young year.
Dude, you're going to be like the biggest celebrity there.
Well,
you're going to get mobbed.
I'm mobbed.
I'm
I
serious.
just want to see these people I haven't seen in like 50-something years, you know?
Yeah, Frankie's a good guy, and you got 2 new hips. You'll be cutting a rug and
Yeah.
spinning around the dance floor.
Spinning, twirling, that's me.
I hear you. About the draft, I'm really happy for you 3 guys, Ernie included. That was a good get. But meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm drafting a guy I never heard of before. Meanwhile, I could have had my choice of any wide receiver because none of them had got picked up until then. And then today, Jason Witten pulls an A-Rod on me, and I have no idea what's going on over there.
Well, it's not official yet. I mean, if he's going to talk to Jerry, right?
Yeah, I'd hold out hope because Jerry can be convincing. I've read a lot of really positive things about Leighton Van Der Esch, the linebacker out of Boise State. So even though you may not have heard of him, that doesn't mean it's not going to be a very good pick.
You don't know.
Mike in Cranberry.
Mike, how are you?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I got an easy question for you. I know Familia's a free agent at the end of the year.
Yes.
What can we get with a catcher if we trade Familia?
It's tough because usually in season you're not getting player for player kind of trades. It's more as if a team that's dumping you're going to give up prospects for. And I don't.
But anything's better than the catches we got.
I get it, but I don't think
bad.
if the Mets are in a pennant race, they're not trading J. Familia. Because how do you replace him in the bullpen?
Giselman.
No, but then who replaces Gazelman? It's just a cycle. I mean, I don't think the Mets are in any position, as much as I don't trust Familia to weaken their bullpen. If the Mets are out of a pennant race, they're going to trade Familia for prospects. Here is the guy, and I'm going to predict that they're going to get him. I'm going to go all the way with it.
Catcher?
Yes.
Ramos?
Yes.
Get him. Let's go.
I think he's the guy.
They got to do something. They really do. I never thought, not that I'm pining for Darno and Pilecki, but, I mean, these guys are just, they're not even close to them.
No, they're not. They can't hit.
It's
they
terrible.
can't hit. But I've been keeping a very close eye on Wilson Ramos, starting to heat up.
Good.
Really starting to hit now. So I think that's the guy. I think you can get him. He doesn't make a lot of money, so that's up to Met Alley. He's not that old. He's 30. He's not going to cost you a lot. He's the guy. And I don't know when it is because I think the Rays, they're not going to do it tomorrow. May take another month or so. But I think that's the guy you get. Real Muto's the sexy name. They're not getting Real Muto. They don't have enough prospects to get
that's
Real
not
Muto.
happening.
They're not getting Gary Sanchez. I made a phone call, and the Yankees are not going to trade him.
Sanchez.
Believe it or not. I called him up. I said,
"Stop.
Is Gary available?" They said no. So breaking news, you can write it down. The Yankees are not trading Gary Sanchez. So I think Ramos makes the most sense.
No,
man.
I'm in. Bring him in.
BK and Yonkers.
BK.
How you doing, boys?
What's up, bro?
Yo.
Oh, I'm sick. I wonder how Syndergaard in the ground field. Both of them guys should have been 4-0 this year so far, And I just get sick. Every time I see Familia, I get nervous, I see him coming in, 2 outs. He gets the first 2 guys he gets out, and then these 2 fluky hits, and then it's all over.
Well, I wouldn't call the hit Martinez hit a fluky one. I mean, he crushed the ball.
He hit that
I mean,
well.
he hit the straightaway center field. Now, maybe Lagares should have caught it, but I wouldn't call that a fluke hit.
You know what I would do if I'm Jake? And it's different because he's 30. He's a veteran now. Jake's been around. He's veteran. He's got a little say in the matter. I'd say to Mickey, I'd like to have a meeting. And Callaway says, okay, sure, Jake, what's on your mind? And I'd sit him down and say, cut the crap with this pitch count. I'm a man. Let me go to 120. I swear I can finish these games. Give me more.
I'm all for that.
I'm 30.
And the other guy, too.
Yeah, Noah, too. And he could. I'm not saying he shouldn't. He can.
I mean, look at the guy. The guy's a monster.
He's a big guy. He's Thor. He's 25 years old. He's a young guy.
Right. And look at him.
But I would say, let me do it. Now, maybe Sandy Alderson would be afraid. You don't want to injure these guys. I get it. But are we really going to have a hard number of 105?
It's ridiculous.
Because I haven't seen them go past
that. I said yesterday, he said he could have went 110.
That's what he said.
Right now,
did he do it?
No, that's true.
Okay. That's because you know
That's
what?
That's true. It's easier said than done.
Well,
You're
Mickey
right
has said a lot of things he hasn't done.
That's true.
He threw 101 pitches. The most we've seen the most we've seen Noah throw is 103. So
Is that the top?
That's it. That was his last start against the Braves before the last one. So until I see him go 110, 115, those are empty words for Mickey Callaway.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's fair.
John in Breezy Point.
Hi, John.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Good.
As a Giant fan, I'm thrilled with Barkley. As far as the Jets go, when Donald was there at number 3, did you guys ask yourself, you got to be joshing me?
Nice try. No, I said to myself, they better not mess this up.
Yeah, I thought they might take Rosen. I have to say that. But I think they took the right guy. Let's put it that way.
I think
That's
they
how
did.
I'll answer it.
I think they did. And I hope they did.
Yeah,
and they better
we
have.
hope and we think.
Because if we're wrong, we're wrong. We'll live. We'll still be Jet fans.
Yeah.
If McCagnon's wrong,
In the muck and the mire that we live in most of the time.
yeah, that's right. If McCagnon's wrong,
He's out.
I'll quote a guy who's pretty powerful. I don't mean the president. I mean the CEO of the WWE. You're fired. That whole line.
That's how he says it?
That's how he says it. I think Vince gave that
To Donald?
I think he gave it to Donald.
Well,
They
they're
have a-
tight, aren't they tight?
Very tight.
He's got his wife in a cabinet,
That's
right?
correct. And remember WrestleMania 4 and 5 from Trump's Casino out in AC. Remember that. So they do have a close relationship. So a little bit of a misnomer out there. Everybody thinks that Trump created the "you're fired" thing. No. Came from Vince. Came from Vince. Vince lent it to him. He's nice. Vince is a very nice guy. He says, you know what? I'll lend that to you. Okay. So there you go. I don't really know if that's true. I just assume that's true.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. It sounds like a good story. So we'll go with that. If you want to sleep tonight, you need a comfortable pillow.